All right, give me 30 seconds.
Whatever, I don't know the lyrics.
Whoa.
Today.
What I fucked your mom.
All right, we're back.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to Mountain Goat Gaming, the home of all things SBG. Joined with me tonight is my lovely co-host Alex, who's just had a shave, Sean, who has just come out of bed, and Tyler, who's been with me for a couple of hours now. We've been talking shit. We're here to talk to you today about the Queensland GT, which will be run in a week's time at the current date of recording, break down a couple of lists, and have a sneaky little bit of trivia locked in here for your chance to win some Queensland League swag in the form of dice, which I'm more than happy to send anywhere for the person who, A, comments first with the correct answer, who is a subscriber. We are currently at 902 subscribers, and I am frothing for those 98 more. So this is my kind of desperate plea.
Get us to that 1,000. We want that 1,000. We need that dopamine hit. Whenever we don't see that sub number increase, we go into a severe depression. Which is exactly why Liam Harder had to run the Beyond Blue tournament, so that we all don't neck ourselves.
Brilliant. Naughty boy.
Mighty.
Spicy.
Anyway, apparently we have to be quiet now, so Sean can edit this out. Hopefully the rest of it too.
Nah, I'm keeping that in.
Fucking hell.
So good.
All right, so Queensland Grand Tournament in 2024. This is the second year of running it, and luckily for us, it is hosted by one of the goats. Sean, talk us through. This is your baby. Talk me through it.
This is my little baby. So I started up the Queensland GT back in 2023, as Queensland didn't have a premier tournament since our father Lachlan Linton Keane of Zorp left for New Zealand. So I decided that we needed a big grand event to bring the entire community together. I wanted it to cater towards both competitive players and those that aren't really competitively inclined. So I kind of see it more as a day, community building day, I guess is the best way to put it. We had a couple of interstate players back in 2023 from New South Wales. Andrew Medbury showed up, so big flex, dropping some names there. But this year, we've got a dude from Tasmania. We've got a couple of dudes from New South Wales, and we've got a bunch of dudes coming up from Victoria. So it's really growing, which is nice, and it's bringing all of the states together, which I'm super excited about. The tournament is a 2-day event, 750 points, 5 games, 3 on the first day and 2 on the second day, and it's worth 120 Queensland League points. So if you're part of the Queensland League and you're looking to win the league, like Jay definitely 100% is, Mr. Tryhard, you'll want to do pretty well at the GT.
Sean, hypothetically, if someone outside Queensland were to do well at this tournament, where would they place in the Queensland rankings?
That's what I'm wondering.
Look, if you win the Queensland GT,
no, not me. I'm not.
No, I'm just no. You're the best player in Australia, baby. Of course you're gonna fucking win.
Not anymore. He lost online.
He did. It's on camera. If someone outside the Queensland League was to win the GT, they're still going to get awarded the 120 Queensland League points, and that'll honestly probably chuck them somewhere in the mid-table, which is lower mid-table is hazard a guess, but yeah, it's pretty decent. Do you lads have any questions about the GT?
Just many questions about liking and subscribing, but
Well.
Oh, you've already beat me to the
time.
punch, baby.
Hey, you.
Hey, you cheeky little dwarf over there, Jay, the short little goat, is asking the taller people to like and subscribe. He wants that 1,000. He's hungry. He wants that food. Queensland taunted me, apparently, because my editing skills on PowerPoint are absolutely atrocious. But as mentioned before, we've got a bunch of interstate players coming up. So I did a cheeky little pie graph. Everyone loves to see it, and I tried to use the colours that semi-represent each state. So you got maroon for Queensland, which is obviously going to be the larger number with the 32 players, 68%. Victorians coming in hot with the 19%. New South Wales at 8.5%. And then ACT, which is another territory there for you, Tyler. The capital territory, in fact. And Tasmania, who I wish was a territory, both with 1 players at 2.1%.
Isn't it a suburb of Melbourne?
It pretty much is. With the amount of Victorians that travel to the Tasmanian GT. It's just... Absolutely. Carrying on.
Jokes.
So here we go. We have a bit of a breakdown of all the armies showing up. There are just shy of 50 players attending the GT, give or take. And the way I've done this is I've just numbered off all the armies showing up. If there are any alliances, I've split these alliances. So you've got 2 Numenorian armies coming up. I believe they're both allied into list. Rivendell, there's 5 showing up. Most of them are allied in. Minas Tirith, similar situation. But yeah.
Do these include Legendary Legions?
This here, yes, this does include Legendary Legions. So, for example, the Wolves of Angmar, I've counted into the Angmar count there. And so, big surprise.
Yeah.
At time of making these graphs, there were only 2 Angmar lists, and one of them was Wolves of Angmar.
Not a lot of Arnor either. Wanderers in the Wild is crazy.
Yeah, there's a couple of Wanderers in the Wild. Now, that specifically is Grimbeorn being allied into
Thranduil.
lists.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like
it. There's no Beorning lists at all. There's a couple of bears thrown in to other lists, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Move on. This is our breakdown of pure green alliances, yellow alliances, legendary legions, and red alliances. So there are a boatload of legendary legions. Now, I believe that is 19 legendary legions showing up. Got about 13 pure armies, 6 or 7 both green and yellow alliances showing up, and no red alliances, which I am absolutely ecstatic about seeing.
I think people are just making the most of the legendary legions before the edition's finished.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those people. I'm doing the Hail Mary of like, you know what? May as well play the broken Easterlings before they're potentially trash in the new edition.
Yeah, and a lot of people I've spoken to have said that they're not running what they would traditionally say is a competitive or an optimized list because they just want to use the models and profiles that they enjoy just in case they are made way for in the upcoming edition. So, yeah. But I've got some cheeky miscellaneous stats here for you. So average might count is around about 8. I think it was 8.6 from memory, which is roughly that 1 point of might per 100, which is good. Average bow count is sitting around that 8 as well. Average model count is about 39. The amount of monsters showing up is actually not a lot at all, as you can see. That looks to be about 5 or 7. Not as much magic as the MGG Open. There was a boatload of magic.
There was a lot of Angmar there, yeah. I was about to say that there was not a lot of magic. I'm like, brother, that's like 30-something casters.
Yeah, no, there's still a lot of casters. A lot of them are in... So, like, there's a lot of lists where it's like, oh, I've got 3 casters.
Yeah.
So it's not as if every list has it. There's, out of the 45, 50 lists, you've got... Yeah.
Tyler. You've got Tyler.
Cheeky little Tyler. There's no Tom Bombadils.
Thank God.
Love to see it. Phenomenal. Siege weapons. There's 4. 3 of them are in one
Why?
list.
I just have this ability to know exactly which list it's in.
Our list with the most models, there's 89 models. Now, this is not the trivia question, but whilst we're going through all these lists, try and figure out which one has the most models. The least amount of models is 13 models, and throughout the entire tournament, through all the lists, there is about 10 or 11 200-point plus heroes running around.
That's pretty cool.
Alex, yes, yours did count towards that.
Yeah.
Good job, Alex.
Good
Good
job.
mention.
First time for everything, jeez.
Alex, you're a statistic.
Hell yeah. Aren't we all? We live in a society.
Heath, is that you? Alright. Oh, geez. She's a tad small.
Of course, it's Tyler's list.
Why'd you have to like expose me like this? You could have just like, you know,
There
like
we
you just,
go.
whoa.
Zoom out a tiny bit, like a little bit. Oh,
Oh, it
that's-
doesn't.
It just does.
How did you? What is happening?
It's okay. It's okay.
I don't
Ashes
know.
Warbane's like fucking so small.
That's fine.
Either
It's
way,
pretty chill.
AOL.
Yep.
Perfect.
AOL.
Just Musgur, Drozhag, Moria, Goblin Shaman, Orc Captain, Ashrak, about 10 Prowlers, I think about 16 bows. And that's basically has 4 Giant Spiders, 2 Bat Swarms. Otherwise, pretty stock standard AOL list. Probably rated about a 3 for me, 3 to 4 for me.
Shut up. 3?
A
Yeah.
3 as in it's shit.
As in like,
Rubbish. You tell
Yeah.
the truth.
oh, it's
Tell
a
the
5.
truth and
It's a
nothing but the
5.
truth.
It's a 5.
It's
It's
absolutely.
gas. It's gas. It's
Tyler-
gas.
I just want to go in and practice for New Zealand. with
I
this
do.
list.
That's genuinely why I'm doing it.
I just
Yeah, that's
respect I respect the Queensland community too much to bring anything so disgusting.
And you know what, Alex? We respect you.
Thank you.
All right, carrying on to the next list. We have your partner.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
this is a disgusting list.
No, it's not. It's fair and balanced.
What's that little yellow bullshit hanging on at the end though?
What's
What
what is this?
Gollum.
Tell me more about that.
Didn't you remember when they interacted in the movies?
There's something's
It's an
just
anime
lingering.
memory.
I don't know what it is, but there's something lingering on this list that
Bad vibes.
bad, just real bad vibes. But yeah, Goblin King, Grinner, Goblin Captain, Goblin Scribe, mercenaries, and the lingering shadow. So
With 2 paralyzed spiders.
2 paralyzed spiders, it brings a banner, it brings a war horn, it fills in a lot of gaps. The stand fast on the ring wraith as well, massively important. Another
Right.
striker. It just fucking doesn't die. It's so good. No, honestly, it's a great model to have in there.
also, and you can't look past the 65 models.
Yep.
Oh,
Atrocious.
Have you
With
seen
obviously the scribe.
and if you see Chelsea roll for scribes, yeah.
How many is she bringing on? Like 50 a game?
On average, probably
I
like 35.
genuinely think the only
Oh.
game she hasn't brought on like at least half her force was the game I killed at turn 1. And I was
Yeah,
like,
God damn.
thank God.
Thank God it's heirlooms and I can shoot it.
It was
down.
whole ground, I will
Yeah,
say.
or not heirloom, sorry, Maelstrom scenario.
Yeah, absolutely.
Disgusting.
Awesome. Yeah, very solid list.
Carrying on, we have big man Jonno, who's bringing
Jonno?
his army of Lake Town.
Oh, yeah,
It's a lot of boys.
It's a lot of boys.
And it just does a lot.
Yeah, it's the 53 models, and you're like, oh, that's a boatload of guard. Alfred Braga, Lake Town captain, awesome. Oh, there's
Yeah.
the three like killy dwarves from Thorin's company are also showing up, and you can't forget old mate Bomber in here, who's
Yeah.
just going to keep giving will back to what is it, Alfred or the Master. So there's the banner effects, there's free might. Braga is essentially Earl the Young. How do you feel about that, Tyler?
Yeah,
So true.
I love a 50-point model that gives
I love-
stability.
Sean, that's got to be like a top 5 take from you. That's great.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, honestly,
Braga is a better Earl.
It's such a solid list. I was really trying to convince Jonno to try out either Biffa for the for heroic moves or Cheeky Bilbo on Pony because of ring effects. But he's gone for get all the models in, get the 3 big guys, don't mess around, just chop, which I also completely understand.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's going to chew through everything.
Go hard or go home, Jonno. Long live the Short Kings.
Yeah, but Jonno, if you're watching this, we'll go for a night out in Sunnybank. We'll eat good.
What type of eating are you talking about? Jay, do you want to do this one?
Moving
Yeah,
through the
so
country, gonna eat me a lot of peaches. Peaches
Justin
from a
T
can.
coming in with also 300 or 750 on the dot. 34 models, which is quite nice, with 12 bows. 300 heavy armor, swords, circlet, no mount, respect. 3 Palace Guard shield, 3 Palace Guard spear shield, Mirkwood banner, Mirkwood shield times 3, 2 glaive bow Mirkwood elves, and 1 single Mirkwood bow. Legolas on horse, backed up with 2 cav, 4 rangers. Palace Guard with shield, 4 Mirkwood shield elves, 4 glaive elves, 4 bow elves. Honestly, pretty solid. Like
Yeah,
it's straight to a souls list.
It's going to do work. Justin as well is genuinely, when he puts his mind to it, a really good player. But fun fact about this list was sent to me as 2 separate videos that total to 14 minutes long, where Justin was sitting on the toilet, listening to heavy metal, reading out each individual item and warrior. It was a battle scribe list, but verbally.
One
it was
Rivendell Knight.
Yeah. Thranduil, King of the Woodland Realms. Heavy armor. Additional elven maid sword.
In the background here.
Circlet of Kings.
No horse.
Is wild.
I feel like those, other than like those Mirkwood Rangers, 4 is a lot.
4
It's
is a lot.
I feel like you drop 1 or 2 of those, you get the Palace Guard, give them all spears so they can all be sitting there helping out, and get that mana horse.
Yes.
Get that boy
No,
horse.
I think there's an opportunity missed with the Sentinel here.
Oh, is there no Sentinel?
There's no Sentinel.
Oh
Yeah.
they just get rid of all the Rangers.
I would ditch. Yeah, I would ditch
3.
all 4. Or let's say we ditch 3. You get a Sentinel in there. You then make all your Palace Guard into spears, and then from there just shield out a couple of boys, and that's really all that you need. Apart from that, though, like we're really picking this specifically. It's still a solid list, and it's only just under the model, like the average model count. Elves too. Alex was bane of existence, so look out, Alex.
Shout out to Conco's Creations for absolutely staunching Alex, and it definitely wasn't catered towards Jacob winning. Alright, here we have Gareth.
Ew.
Oh my boy. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he's been watching you too much.
Get it, Queen. Get it.
This is what I mean. So there's quite a lot of lists. There's quite a lot of lists like this where you've got 3 or 4 casters in it. So this is where that 30-something casters is coming in. But take it away, Jay.
Dark Martial Art Felbeast, which you hardly ever see, and I kind of half respect. Running with banner, 6 Marine shield, 6 Marine spear with no shields. Interesting. 2 Orc trackers, Kardouche with 6 Marines with shield, backed up by 3 trackers. The March Wraith with a horse. It looks like just 1 extra might, 1 fate. 9 Orcs with shield. Spider Queen, 2 Mirkwood spiders, very interesting, with a cheeky bat swarm.
Yeah, love it. There's literally only one change that I would make to this list, and that is I would move that Morandan Orc with banner into the Ring Wraith's warband, because the Dark Marshal has a banner effect.
We shot a couple spears as well.
Yeah, I'd probably drop a Mirkwood Spider and get a bunch more spears. And then fill out something else, get like a Wog Rider or something. But otherwise, I got no issues. That Bat Swarm with the Dark Marshal, automatically winning anything that they run into.
Yeah, Spider Queen Felbeast Bat Swarm.
Bite 6 Wraith, huge.
Yeah. And the Dark Marshal's casting is actually pretty good, so
Yeah,
Is it normal?
he's
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's
wow.
normal, yeah.
no. He's one of the better casters.
Yeah. He's the
His,
normal ring.
his fight 6 and he's got real solid casting.
Yeah, because
So,
I always like doubt the banner because the banner's only for troops as well, so it feels
Yeah.
a bit iffy. But fight 6 is fight 6.
exactly. When you take the Dark Marshal, I don't think you're ever really taking him for the banner effect. It's just nice to have. You're taking him for that fight 6 and like solid casting ability. And he's got
Yeah.
what, 14 will, which is
Yeah, I believe so.
real good.
Jeez.
All right,
Fair
next up. Oh, it's Big Daddy
Oh,
Conquest, the
Jakob
bane,
Luca.
the bane of Alex's existence at the moment.
So many times you can say it.
Oh, it's going to keep happening.
Hey guys, there's a bit of trivia here. Go watch Conquest Great. What was the score of Alex's last game on Conquest Creations?
That's a good one. It's almost like that's going to increase views to the wrong channel. So this is Mordor, but interestingly, especially for Jacob, not his army of Gothmog. So, because he's been painting up that sweet Grey Beast of Gorgoroth. So we have Gothmog, Wagon Shield, Kardush, which is also a fantastic pick, solves your Fury issue without being super susceptible to Sap Will, gives you a great damage output as well. Taskmaster, when he pops off, insane. Also a great combo with the Great Beast to get more tramples. Zagdush, super underrated, just a troop chomper, can be annoying for big heroes. And then the Great Beast himself, probably one of the most popular just lists, all those things in Victoria. We love it. We love Great Beast down here.
I hate them.
I don't like them.
Sucks to suck.
I like one Great Beast, 2 Great
Yeah.
Beast, 3. I want to cry.
Monster Mash tomorrow, I'm pretty sure the list with 4.
Yeah,
So,
love that.
Keen. Otherwise, bunch of Moranans. There's one Morgul Knight and then one Orc Warrior. The one Orc Warrior, I believe, is his great. It's a Great Beast dude with just the big rock,
Amazing.
and that's his just random one Orc Warrior that just runs around whacking people with a rock.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's sick.
he's not messing around. He doesn't not fitting the drum in or anything because he's got a solid 45 models. Obviously, a lot of them in the Great Beast, and they provide a good amount of shooting. The drum could have been an option, but I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, you have Taskmaster for March.
And Gothmog has it too.
And Gothmog as well. Yeah.
The drum
This
would
is
have cost too many
Not
models.
great. You wouldn't go Grishnak here over Zagdish, huh?
Zagdush is
Mate.
the 3 attacks at strength 5.
Jacob Frost
good,
Zagdush.
Bex.
Yeah.
Debu.
It's one of his favorite models.
That's fair. Cool.
And Jacob's very well equipped with this kind of list. It's kind of his bread and butter. All right, we've got Sable, who's with, oh God, so close to my heart. I love this wolf pack of Angmar. So just a boatload of Warg Chieftains, 5 Warg Chieftains. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 werewolves, and then she's just filling out the rest with Wargs. 38 models in total, 749 points. Alex, what weapon swap would you make for that extra point?
I would swap the teeth and fangs for what's it? Leaves and branches. What do the ends have?
I love that. No,
That's good.
this is a fun list. I do love the Wolfpack of Angmar as a list. So
Actually, no. What you have to do is drop like I think it's 8. You have to drop 8 fell wargs and get 9 normal wargs, and then you get 1 extra point because they cost 1 less.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
So you buy yourself an extra warg because you don't need. They don't all need fell sight.
nah,
Nah.
I think 50-50. Max.
Yeah.
I agree.
that's fair. Respect.
But also 38 models is nice. Right.
Moving on, we've got Riley Allen. Tyler, take it away, sir.
I don't want it. Either way, we got the Dark Lord Sauron. We got the Witch King of Angmar. I'm not happy, Jan. Not happy,
Dude,
what is this
You
nonsense?
can half deal with this. Imagine my list against this.
That's you're fucking.
GG, bro. GG.
Either way, what's the Witch King? Is he on Felbeast? No, he's just on foot.
On foot, which is crazy.
3 might 3
Yeah.
fate, 2 will. So what is it? 12 will in total.
Yeah, 3, 12, 3.
Yeah, so 4 Black Annoyance, 4 Shield. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's pretty good. I definitely would have probably gone more Wog Riders, but and put the Witch King on the horse.
I fully actually I disagree. I think you just need to get as many bodies on the board to give Sauron as much. I would actually go Black Numb spam. Really buy into the thing. Oh, shield, just let the Dark Lord do stuff. I'm so perplexed by the no Mount Witch King.
Yeah, that's
the one thing that I'm sitting there going, I would genuinely sacrifice like a fate and a dude just to get him on horse.
Yeah, that's fair. See, I just touching on your Black Numb spam thing, I would want to run this making sure everything had a shield or some way to non-lethal strike.
Yeah, non-lethaling, delaying as much as possible. Just
that's what a list like this absolutely adores.
33 with the Dark Lord is pretty good.
Yeah, it's what, 2 models away from the average? What, the average of 750 is 35 models from memory, if
39.
my maths is right?
39 models is the average, right?
Oh, is it 39?
37 and a half, yeah, something about like that.
Yeah, there you go. So look, he's not too far off, and look, Sauron can just finger gun a couple of boys and get the model count down. So he's laughing. All right, Jay, this is your boy, Nate.
Another one.
Another one back to AOL. Musker, Bats, Banner, 8 Spear Orcs, 5 Trackers, Ashrak, 1 Bat, 4 Venombacks, 3 Prowlers, Druzag, 5 Prowlers, 4 Bow Goblins, Moria Shaman, 3 Prowlers, 4 Bow Goblins, 4 Captain Wag, no shield, Tyler, 3 Wag Riders, 3 Spears, 2 Trackers, 4 Orcs with Spear. Long story short, I wrote this whilst on the toilet at work because Nathan had no armies that he could quickly fill out for 750, and I was like, well, here, take this. I tried to go for basically the most standard AOL that I could do, whilst not overcommitting points for specific models, hence the single upgrade for pretty much everything, just to try and pack as many numbers in as I could. We still have 15 bows. I think I could have maxed that out maybe one more. One more. So that's a miscalc on my behalf. But apart from that, it's AOL.
I keep looking at it, counting up to make sure it's 50-50, and I'm like, damn it, fucking, it just does it every time.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's got one
Wait,
more.
So Jay, why did you bring? I know you wrote it for someone else, and that's nice and all, but there's a lot of lists you could choose from.
Yeah, there was, and I gave Nate the option, and I said, hey man, do you want to go hard, basically? And he was like, yeah, no worries. And I was like, okay, no stress. This, I'm just going to warn you, this list takes practice. If you're not equipped with playing AOL, you're going to lose bad. However, Nate is the type of player who comes from a War Machine background where it's very, tight knit playing games, and based on the list that he plays, which is very, I think they have main casters. He goes and snipe characters and then pulls them out, and I'm like, AOL is for you, bro.
Oh,
you're gonna love this. So yeah, look, see how it goes, man.
It's gonna be good. 7 trackers, 8 goblins with bow, 11 prowlers.
Yeah,
it's just so much.
Absolutely wild.
Yep.
All right, here's our first Arnor list. So we've got Evan, who is technically a New South Welshman, but also technically a Queenslander. So he's running Army of Arnor. Look, he lives in Tweed Heads, my brother. It's a minute drive from the border. This is Arvidui, Aranath, first chieftain of the Dunedain, which I find an interesting choice in this Army of Arnor. Agadir, he is? Okay, fair enough. Agadir, Melbeth, and just warriors and knights of Arnor out the wazoo.
I'll just quickly go into why I think Arnath. Initially, when we first did our little hype on Arnath, I initially didn't think he had a place in the pure Arnor list. Playing more practice games with Arnath, having a second striker in the list with his expert shot, he gives Arnor / Arvidui, a second option.
Okay.
Which for Arnor and this list specifically is huge. Let's not forget the whole stupid Malbeth 4+ save. Whilst he's defense 5, he's actually not that easy to kill because of the 4+ and the fate. So I like him, and I think he fits it quite nicely. This list is such a pain in the butthole. God Almighty,
It really
sucks.
is. It does, and I assume RVD has March anyway. I was about to say, does the thing have March, but it doesn't matter.
Yep. And he's got
very
defense too. Let's not forget, RVD's got heroic defense and March with Master of Battle. Like, it's just, oh my
Yeah,
days.
Argadir is a menace to society. I adore that dude.
Yeah.
Moving on, Dean.
Oh, what's he finished with?
The pure fiefdoms.
Damn.
Now, quick little story with him. He went through this is his second list that he submitted. The first one was a list with Imrahil, Boromir, and a few other things. And he played 3 games of that list and got absolutely trashed in every single game. And then immediately messaged me and was like, "Hey, brother, I'm a change list," and then gives me this fiefdoms list. I look at it and I go, "Oh yeah, good old fiefdoms," and then I notice that big old fat 50 models at 750 points. Fiefdoms is a sleeper horde list. It's crazy.
You got to really know what you're doing with fiefdoms and going with a really clear game plan of this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to do it, this is how I'm going to shut down certain heroes before they get rolling. Because when they get rolling, they get hard to deal with. Anyway, He's got Prince Imrahil on horse with the lance, 6 pike boys, 5 axe boys, 2 knight boys with horses, 4 clansmen. He's then got 4 along the slim on a horse, 6 pike boys, 4 axe boys, 1 knight boy with a pony and lance, 4 clansmen. Doing her with 15 archers, 7 of them have spear.
Disgusting.
Just a lot of dudes.
I have watched his Blackroot Vale archer block just sit in the middle of a table and just gun down dwarves like they were fucking made out of paper mache. Like, it's disgusting.
Alex, could you tell us the quick stats from your little Batman spreadsheet? What the super special heroic reroll from 15 doing Blackroot Vale archers would be?
Well, I'm not an absolute nerd because my only concerns are rad and rerolling ones. No,
you have to try. Stop it. You know what reroll is. You know
I pay
exactly
for it. What? Well, he's hitting 10 shots every time, and you're doing
here it is,
and you're doing at least 3. Like if you're going against defense 5 and up, you're winning on 6s, so you're getting 1.5 wounds. You reroll all the fails. You get 1 and a bit more. I don't know, 2 and a bit to 3.
Nerd.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty tough. Up to defense 5 and 6, winning on killing that many. But like, you're not going to heroic shoot. That's cringe. Yeah, there's so many better uses for your might, especially if you only have 3 heroes who are in certain places. Forlong and Imrahil using some of those for strikes and combats. Doing here is the move caddy for sure. And hopefully.
It's interesting because I think it's such a big bait. It's such a big carrot. I think situationally, if the heroic move, heroic shoot rather, is worth it, it's going to be game breaking. However, I have sat there. Sorry to interrupt. I have seen Fiefdom Blackroot Vale archers just not pull their weight, and it's always when it goes into a D6 line. Always.
I think exactly. It's an awesome tool to have if you're going up against hobbits or fucking just any D4 and lower list.
Especially if they shoot as well, because they don't want to call heroic shoot back.
Yeah.
But you get value out of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. You're draining their might as well. So it has place. It's a really cool back pocket trick to have. But if Dean doesn't use the heroic shoot or whatever it is in any of the 5 games of this GT, I don't think that's an issue. That's not a downside.
Not at all.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Moving on. We got my boy Marcus.
Yes.
My man. Shout out to my I love this dude. Marcus is an absolute lad. Me, Marcus, and Jonno at the Rave Cave in T-Bar was an absolute.
We lost him.
It was incredible. Yeah, we did. Marcus just disappeared. It was great. Love that dude.
Home safe.
Anywho, Marcus is running Gilgalad. He's got a Riv Knight. He's got some High Elf Warriors on foot. He's got 6 King's Guard. and he's got another High Elf Warrior of Shield. He's got Kiradan with 6 High Elf Warriors, a couple with Shield, a couple with Spear, and then he's got a High Elf Captain on horse with Shield, Lance, and a bow, with 2 Rib Knights and 6 more High Elf Warriors with Shield. 33 models, 750. Tyler, you love Gilgalad.
I do.
You love his long pole.
Mhm.
Tell us about this.
Tell us more about his poll.
Me personally, I would probably drop 1 High Elf Shield Warrior and make all of those High Elves in Gilgalad's Warband Kingsguard.
Yeah, fair.
One.
That fight 6 is mental.
Because then you don't have to worry about where to shuffle your spear, your spear supports, and you just have a fight 6 front line anywhere. And then it just depends. Obviously, that's just me, but otherwise, I love the list. I love it. I have no
really
issues.
Interesting.
I'm
a big proponent of having six to maybe 4 fight 6.
At 750, I think 6 to 10 is just for you can be everywhere. There's no question of even if they have hero spam, you are literally everywhere. The only questions I have is the elf bow on the Kingsguard making them D5. They could be on anyone else.
And why they have shields?
There's also 3, like even in Kidan's Warband, there's 3 high elves with spear with no bow, just to give them the bow.
I'll put the caveat out there. Marcus is a brand new player coming back.
Then ignore all of this.
Yeah.
Just have your fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus, it's a good list, man. I think you've done well, and you'll play it well.
He's technically played the points for the shields. Like instead, you could just say all of them have freaking spears. Because I would definitely say the spears. Because otherwise, you lose the defense anyways. So what? You can shield, but you're still defense 5. So
may as well have them doing some attacks. But
yeah,
hey, look, I think it's I think it's worth what Alex was saying there about changing stuff up. Yes, Marcus is new, but just hearing some slight changes that he could make to lists is not a bad thing to hear.
It's totally
but
minor,
at the same
but
time, have fun, and he will.
Imagine that. Yeah, the hit squad of those like 3 Roof Knights, the captain and the Gilgalad. Oh, that can do some damage.
That's it. All right, here we have Maddie B coming in with another Ador list. It is basically identical to Evan's list. So Aranath showing up, Argadir, Melbeth, and Arbadui.
Just the one banner this time. I believe the other one had 2, but it does obviously hit 50 models, which is
but it's got 5 knights.
It does have 5 knights as well, which also hits like a truck. I was about to say the restraint in terms of spears. I genuinely think Rangers of Ador don't need spears. You have 1 million spears in the list.
Yeah.
Use the Rangers to wrap around and stuff. They're gonna die anyway. May as well get them doing some crazy stuff. Just get another dude. At this point, you're going for spam out.
And they still get the Malbeth save. So
yeah,
you can
exactly.
kind of still manipulate that in a sense, but man.
But yeah, like we said, it's solid. I'm still sitting there like I love the idea of the captain and how he just sits in the line and does that. I'm really interested to see how Aranath plays out. I think it just takes a load off Arvadui having to deal with striking and shit, and he just helps out.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
Only 11 bows though, so they didn't max out.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't mind this.
Oh, we got big man Joshy G running Survivors of Lake Town.
Josh Gordon.
50. Yep.
What?
Yep.
Sorry, Mr. Mordor.
Yep.
What the bloody hell are you doing with this?
I did not know that he owned a Lake Town army. So when I received this, I was pleasantly shocked.
Wow, Josh, when you go to sell this, I'll buy it from you. Thank you.
54 models, 18 bows, 10 points of might, bonkers, Bard, Gandalf, Percy, shout out to my dog, and Hilda Bianca with just a boatload of Lake Town militia, Alfred running around, and Sigrid and Tilda as well. So, would you say a stock standard Survivors of Lake Town list? Yep. It's a list that's...
I thought you were going to say a name after that. You just kind of left it hanging.
It's a dangerous list that has, I was going to say ruined, but has caused havoc over in the UK a few years ago. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes up here in Queensland, because you don't often see survivors or Lake Town in general here in Queensland. So I'm excited.
Got to get points out of Gandalf, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Exactly
180
that.
point blinding light. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up,
Oh,
well, we
Ethan's
have
list
Ethan.
with a point remaining. Your dog.
Your
So
dog.
we have Faramir fully kitted out on his horse with everything he needs. A full mounted regiment with him, which I actually love the idea of. So yeah. Oh wait, no, there's true. The longbows aren't on horses. That's sad.
Big sads.
But we've got Huron and Knight of the White Tower. Love it. Kyrian, Bonky, Ingold, love him. And just a bunch of boys. 2 banners in there. 8 Citadel Guard with Longbow, which I also like. 4 Knights of Minas Tirith, which is... Okay, 39 models is a lot of these little heroes. Jacob ran a kind of similar list to Masters, but it also, instead of Huron, had the allied Boromir of Gondor, which does a lot of work as well. I don't know if it needed the second banner with this model. I expected there to be a bigger model count looking at the list, but it just doesn't add up when once you look at it.
Save the 25 points and go for a few more bows, I reckon.
Yeah, Faramir is
absolutely.
just such a dude. He's just a dude.
See, the thing is, whenever I look at Faramir, the only thing that no, actually that's even a fucking lie, because Mastercrafted 2-hand sword on Huron.
Yeah.
I'm just taking Huron over Faramir every day of the week. Putting them together it's interesting, and Ethan has been running Faramir a fair bit over the years, trying to get the best out of Faramir as much as he can. But I'm going to be brutally honest. Kyrian, love that dude. Absolute Chad. 2 fight for 3 might striking captains. Brother, sign me up.
Give me
But this-
Irlass.
But there's
Literally.
thank you. Get my boy Irlass in that.
Exactly. I'm like,
You know
give me
what?
one of them.
Ethan's taken the generic Gondor script and went, hold my beer. Let me take what I want. And I respect you, Ethan. You're a
No, but that's the thing.
100%.
No one takes Irlass. Get that boy in there.
In there. Yeah, he's fucking
and not
Chad.
Victoria.
What?
Oh, what is that?
What was that stray we just copped? Unnecessary.
Was that an A10 Warthog I heard? Alright, we got Cody with his Kirith Ungol list showing
Oh
up
my
here.
God. With
Jeez.
1 point remaining, Shadrach with the shield and heavy armor, some Urukai, Hallbag with a shield with a heap of orcs. We've then got the Orc Captain with shield with a heap of orcs, Mortal Urukai Captain with a heap of Urukai, Orc Shaman with orcs, and Shelob. 47 models, nil bows, 11 might. I feel like Kirith Ungol caps out at 500. I'm very interested.
I just realized this. Yeah, I just realized this in the Legion.
Yeah, I'm really interested to hear, talk to Cody as to why he chose this for 750. Look, the same token too, though. Shelob, man, she turns into a beast in this Legion. If you can get her cooking without running away, bloody hell, it's hard.
I had a game against Cody a little while ago now where he was running Kirith Ungol, and it was the very first game of the tournament, and he was so protective and cagey with Shelob, and I just said to him the whole game, I was like, brother, run Shelob up, get Shelob up there, get her in, start munching. If you second, third, fourth, fifth game, however long it was, every other game after us, he got Shelob up, and he came up to me at the end and he goes, mate, Shelob, push it forward and see what it does.
Yeah, she's so tanky. You just have to risk
Absolutely.
Tanky and the hurl is still good. Like, even if she wins a fight, you're like, cool. It's like, cool. I don't need to kill the one I'm in contact with. I just need to mess up your line.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
I just need to angle and just hurl down it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And this list gets animosity, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Phenomenal.
Mhm.
Alright, moving on. Alex is traveling from Cairns, Queensland.
Oh,
and he is running.
Oh, what the fuck?
Tyler, I didn't know you had a brother.
That's so stinky.
He didn't bring
Jesus.
the mirror.
That's fine.
But this is impossible.
Oh, do it.
It is
Tyler,
impossible. Yeah, it's red. Wait, yeah, this is
Oh,
red.
it is.
It is. You messed up, Sean.
Got him,
I
boys.
did.
Got him.
We got him. I done and goofed on that. Yeah, we do have one red list in the tournament.
Even Tyler's like, that's too far.
That's way too far.
So that's too much.
I like
Talk
yellow.
us through this list, though.
So we have Galadriel 9 court guard. We got one with banner, a sentinel, 5 wood elves with bow, and then we have Aenir, the last king Gondor, 2 knights, 7 with spear and shield, 5 rangers of Gondor, and the cheeky Tookie, which is great.
Brother, 9?
Roomba.
Did we need
Nine.
9?
Yes, we
Hey,
did.
hey, hey, hey.
Absolutely.
You just said. I feel like
6 to
6 to 10.
I'm sorry, that's
6 to
you
10
said
times
the
6.
That's the
except
Gilgalad
no.
Kings
No,
one.
because
That's
those
a
are
key.
1-point upgrades. These dickheads are 1,000,000 points.
No, they're not. They're 11
They're
points.
not.
They're 12
12
points.
They're
points.
not.
12
Are they,
points.
are they 12
Yeah,
points?
they're 12
12
points.
It's
That
Brother.
is so stinky.
Why do you
What the
think-
fuck?
What's
Why do you
108
think-
divided by 9?
If elf players complain about their lists being underpowered, I'll gut punch them. I swear
Alex,
to God.
I can get 27 court guard, 2 of them with banners, into a 800-point list. And I still have space for, like-
Too bad.
Yeah, it
Too-
does.
Too bad their pikes are imported from Gondor or Fief.
Yeah, I was about to say they're not. Yeah,
They're not elven made.
but
They don't even have a freaking dagger or anything on them. You're just like, it's pike or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. My favorite bit as well is they lose their pike before the battle, so they're unarmed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
It's phenomenal.
So-
So it's -2 when they're in a fight, and you're just like, why? This stinks.
but you shield and you're fine anyway. You somehow win the fight. I swear I've never seen a Galadriel caught with a banner die.
Well, Jay's killed both of mine. But no one else has killed my banners. So yeah, you're wrong and you're not wrong.
Yeah, but look, assuming it's a red list and Alex knows how to, it feels weird saying my own name, but knows how to make sure you mitigate that. It's obviously all the heroic moves have to come from their own sides. The banner only influences just the elves, and obviously I think if I was playing against this list, I would be gunning down those elves, break them, and just get to it's pretty rough. Obviously, I'm not expecting a lot to run, because because the Gondor is now courage 3.
Courage
Yeah.
3, they can run.
Yeah,
And even Gwahir, he's only courage 6, so like you can bait out some stuff from him. Just
because it feels
Only
like
courage.
I feels like
Hey,
you
I've seen
want
elf captains fucking run. I've seen Runa
Yeah,
run. Hey, it's
I've
a
had the
reality.
Witch King run.
My
Yeah.
boy Ingold running. Love that.
Oh, but yeah,
Not
it
Ingold.
feels
Gildor. Fuck.
yeah. I feels like a list that wants to hit hard before it gets broken.
Mhm.
But you have Galadriel and
But-
the elves, and they just don't do that job either.
Yeah,
The Aenir is an interesting pick because I just find he's fight 6, but he has to overextend
All the time.
just because of that rule.
Yep.
It's like Theodred, but like cool. So now my hero can't even get I can't even use heroic moves to rein his ass in.
Yeah, I think you're probably using the Galadriel and the Sentinel to make sure that he's not doing anything dumb like dismounting to get into these heroes.
See, that was literally the segue I was about to ask. Sean, how are you going to rule the headstrong berserk rule where characters have to charge? AKA, will
Dis-
Ayanor
Are you
have
gonna
to
roll
dismount?
things the right way or not? Is the-
Right
it's
way? Oh,
garbage.
I don't know if that's how
This-
it's intended.
Actually,
It's
before you go on,
not-
Sean, sorry to interrupt. Can you please jump in the comments and say if you agree or disagree with Alex's ruling on the berserk rule, for example, Grimbayorn, Theodred, Ayanor, where a character has to charge when they can because of their headstrong ability? Should they have to dismount through their lines to charge, or are they staying mounted and can't move, so you just 40 mil block them?
we'll just cut in. By the rules, the bears don't have to. They definitely
Correct.
by the rules. They don't. I
Correct.
think they should have to, but they don't have to. But I think Theodred, Aonor, I think if we get obsessed with their model is on a base, it's war gear. It doesn't like if you. It's part of their model is being able to shift their base size. If the only way you are able to do so is by changing your base size, you are able to do it. You must do it. That's it. It very clear for me. It clearly says if you're able to, you are able
If
to.
you're in a fit of rage, tell me at what point do you make sure that your
No, he's not in a
is
fit
then
of
un-
rage. He's just dumb. Ayana's rule is just he's too arrogant. He's just dumb.
Now I actually lean towards Alex's side of this. People like Theodred and Ayana, given the if there is a 25 mil gap, they have to dismount to charge.
It's also very, very, very rare. It's really hard to actually set it up.
Yeah, it's a really
Stop
contentious
him.
it's a really contentious topic that comes up nearly never. So if it
Let us
comes
know in
up,
the comments. Let's
yeah,
argue.
let us know what you guys think. Also, I've got a trivia question for
Oh, go
everyone. I've got a cheeky little trivia question. In our previous video, in our hot takes video, Sir Jacob talked about a particular model. Name that model for me. What is that model that he doesn't know who they are? Tell us. Get in the comments. The first person that we see, and with a timestamp and everything in there, we'll send you some dice.
Yeah, you might need to
That
stay
is your
around.
question.
Might need to stay around for the credits though. Just a
Whoa,
little.
whoa, whoa, whoa! Don't. I'm gonna cut that shit out.
You know,
I don't want them to
cut that
skip to
out.
the
honestly,
end.
honestly,
Yeah.
bleep me.
But that-
Honestly, bleep me. Shut up.
That is your question. That is your trivia question. If you want to win some Queensland League dice, do I have any here that I can show off? I sure do. Some Queensland League MESBG dice. If you'd like to win a couple of them, we don't know how many yet, but it'll be a few. Tell us that the name of the model that Jacob doesn't know who they are. Cool. Next list.
Yeah.
Thomas. Airball reclaimed. Dane.
I'm gonna take this one.
Ooh.
You know what?
Oh, no, you
Because
go for it, brother.
Because
Sorry,
Tom-
I saw
Thomas?
746 and actually reminded myself to breathe.
Now, before you guys, oh fuck me, why'd I eat the spicy food again? It's cold, so it's even spicier. Jesus Christ. Anywho, be nice to Thomas. Brand new player, brand new or returning player, so he's still getting it all sorted. But fire away.
Well, yeah. What I was gonna say was that I got so bricked up reading the first warband, thinking this might be all mounted, and then I was unfortunately brutally disappointed by dwarves on foot. But yeah, we have Dane. This is the Airball reclaimed, so no Master of Battle for Dane, which is unfortunate, but it's just the price you pay. Dane with Warboar, 6 Goat Riders, such good models. Thorin on Wargoat, 12 Ironhill Dwarves with Spear, Dwalin on Wargoat, also Chad, and 6 Dwarves with Crossbow. 27 models, you have 3 of the biggest Chads in the game, and realistically, they need to do work while the rest of the things don't die.
Which
It's
this
all-
list does very well.
Yeah, you're just hoping those Goat Riders also do their job. They need to get knockdowns to not die.
Is this the Thorin that gets free heroic combats?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, that's
No
spicy.
Orcris though is interesting.
Oh, yeah, true. It's hard to fit it in.
Very.
I guess realistically, if you drop down the Go Riders like 2 and you get Orcris, you get a couple more dudes. It's possibly the play, but yeah. But imagine all Go Riders.
I'll
But
play it
imagine
next
a
year.
glowing instead.
Yeah.
He
Chill
can't
out.
go on Goat.
I know. Who said you already have foot guys? Just
But he
drop the
can't
blade.
go on a goat, and then you don't get to paint a goat and run a goat. We are a goat channel.
that's very true. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I can buy one. That's
There was a flicker of yellow that Tyler saw and he took it.
fine.
Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Here he
Yeah,
This
is.
is Danny.
it's
He's
such
taking
an original
Arnold,
list.
52 models, 15 bows. Next. This is Sean Kirkby.
Oh,
No, so Danny's been taking Army of Arnold for a little bit now. He and I were the ones that kind of like talked about Aranath. We ran Aranath a few times, liked it. He's only got 2 Knights of Arnold in this.
one
Where's
banner
he-
as
where's
well, but a lot
It's
of
enough.
bows.
It's enough. This is very, very similar to shout out to our battle report. This is effectively the battle report. 500 points was the skeleton of this list, and then he's just added a few more models on, and it does what you would expect it to do. Arnold is a competitive 700, or I should say 650 plus tournament event now.
Especially in this bloody Legion that they've got, the foresight points on Arnold is crazy.
So stupid.
Mental.
So stupid.
Anyway, before
I-
Jay's head explodes in rage, we'll move on, shall we?
Yeah.
This is sad
Good
boy.
choice. Good choice.
Oh, please, pick me. I want to tear it apart, please.
Alex, go. How has Kirkby cheated this time?
Well, surprisingly, he hasn't, but he's cheated.
Whoa!
He's cheated in terms of just list building. So, Sean, bringing back his pure Defenders of the Shire Legendary Legion, no Gandalf shenanigans, no all hero shenanigans, with the good stuff. Merry and Pippin in there, Pony and Shield, the classic. We have the Warhorn as well. Love it. I'm gonna hold off. I'll go back and deal with the thoughts I have. Sam, which is a great pick. Elven Blade, free hero combats, it can do stuff. With Rosie as well to get that. It also gives you a strength 3, which is sorely needed. Frodo for the 6-inch banner effect, fantastic. Falco to give him the heroic moves. Baldo, brilliant. Traps, Wholefoot, awesome. Will for the second banner. I could have. I'd go for like a Cotton or maybe a Lobelia as well. Whatever. My only thing, Kirkby, I love you.
Farmer Maggot.
Where's
Battling Brandy
Farmer
Bucks.
Maggot? Is
Battling Brandy Box.
Where are my
Battling
Brandy
Brandy
Bucks?
Where is my? And we had a brief chat about it in the Goats kind of community chat. Oh, they're just so good. And considering again the amount of Morannons and Iron Hills and Arnold, we were saying that being able to get to Strength 4 is so good.
And now, how do they get up to Strength 4?
That's a
Battle and
fantastic
Brandy Bucks?
question, Sean. So Battle and Brandy Bucks have Hobbit Militia. So they start at Strength 2, but they get a 1-point upgrade to Strength 3 for 5 points. And Hobbit Militia can have a lot of weapons for free, like an axe to Piercing Strike for the last time before the edition changes.
Mm.
And when you're considering your defense 3, you don't care about losing defense.
Because you're going to die anyway.
You're gonna die anyway if you lose.
Absolutely. Well, it's good to see that he hasn't cheated, but it seems like he's cheated himself out of doing better.
Yo,
And for
preach.
Hobbits at 749 points.
It's a lot. Like,
Give one of them a flail. Be a
Make
Chad.
one of them a
Yes.
Tookish archer or something. Any something.
No, not that.
Thaden, bro. This is going to be cool. Thaden with Armored Horse, Shield, Heavy Armor, 3 Royal Guard throwing spears, Aemir, 3 Riders of Rohan with throwing spears, Daewine, 3 more Riders with throwing spears, Gamling, Standard Horse, 3 Riders of throwing spear, Durnhelm, 3 Riders of throwing spear. 21 models for Riders of Thaden. I feel like this is kind of cute. I honestly, the one thing that kind of stares at me right now is only 3 Royal Guard. Honestly,
down to-
apart from that, like these are the heroes that I would take. I think you could like potentially question Aemir with a yay or nay, or go more captains would be the second option that I'm thinking of there. But yeah, very interesting.
I definitely lean towards the 2 extra captains over AMR. But then
Me
again, I don't play this list, so what do I know?
It's gonna go in. It's gonna smash face, and it's gonna just.
Yeah.
He has 2 spare points. You could have just. I don't know if he doesn't have models.
Added 2
but-
flails.
No, added 2
Just
more
an
Royal
extra
Guard.
Royal Guard.
Two
Yes.
Royal Guard with the
Yeah.
extra 2 points. Change them from
What a-
riders.
What a crazy 1-point upgrade.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's mental.
It's so incredible. Yeah, I've been experimenting with some Riders of Thaden to 750 recently. Ama is just such a stalwart. I get the idea of the captains, but when they lose, it just sucks. Like the idea of them going up to strength 6 with piercing and stuff is awesome. It's a great. He just sits there and doesn't die. Having a horse that sticks around with the 3 fate is great.
Oh yeah, Horse Lord, of course.
Yeah, you nearly drop the throwing spear on Ama to maybe flesh out this more. I love Royal Guard. Give me all Royal Guard. I don't mind.
Alex, would you agree with me if I said that they were one of the most points efficient cavalry in the game?
1000%, absolutely. Yeah. Especially because they're compared to a lot of the other elite cav, they're so much cheaper.
Yeah.
Yep. I actually rate Durnhelm with a throwing spear though, because you can spend Mary's might point to help you get a wounds and things, and then just get it back with gambling.
Durnhelm has throwing spears in this one, so
no. I'm saying I agree with it. I agree with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh yeah. All right. We'll move on to Big Sam J, host of the Dragon Emperor.
Run us through this one, buddy.
So we have Dragon Emperor. We have 1 Cataracts with a War Drum, 3 Black Dragons. They don't have any shields or any upgrades, huh? They're just Black Dragons, cool. Or no, just Cataphracts. Sorry, read them wrong. 13 Easterling Warrior Black Dragons Shield Pike, perfect. And then Rutabi's Warbands, 11 Easterling Warriors with shield. Then we have Borgir, 3 Dragon Acolytes, and 6 Easterling Warriors with bow.
Can you tell Tyler doesn't want to be here right now?
Look, I don't mind it. I like it. I don't think you need the bows. I don't think you need the bows.
How many are there? 6?
6.
It feels like too many bows in an Eastling list. I rate a couple of bows in
2 to
Eastlings.
4,
yeah,
max.
2, 3, 4. I wouldn't want to take any more than that. They don't need to be there. They're not killing stuff.
Well,
but if they can kill a horse, they've done their job.
Jay, I'll throw it to you, but I was going to ask, no captain. Obviously, drum is great, but obviously we are doing random scenario. We don't know what's going to show up. Yeah. Is the captain good just for the versatility?
Whoa, yeah. We know how big of a March component I am. And I personally, I think in Easterlings, there is a heavy positive / strength to be told, and that is moving 12 inches with a full army. And to achieve that, you need the captain. And me personally, with my playstyle and how I like to run Easterlings, I 100% think you need the captain.
It's brutal.
Although I am currently the only person, but Tyler, who is running my version of the list, which I'm sure we'll see in a second, that is running Easterlings that way specifically. Everyone else I talk to, as soon as you go over 650 points,
just the 3 big boys,
the 3 big boys, and move on, and they're enough. At the end of the day, we're talking about such a minor, like we're talking about good versus good. They're both good options. Rutabi is still a great option, but
as much as Rutabi is a great option, which I definitely agree with, she does seem to feel a bit like a trap. You look at that 3+ Master of Battle and you go, ooh, straight away I'm going to take Rutabi. But as Jay said, there's other options. And the captain, back in the day, I used to think the Eastling captains were fucking trash. But now, I'm a big fan. After seeing what Jay has done with them, that march and drum, like when we did that doubles tournament, that first game where we just went, all right, cool, we're here now. What are you going to do? Scary shit.
It really highlighted to me endgame when I was able to still move my models 12 inches after someone had collected my we were playing retrieval, they had collected my relic, and I still managed to get my relic back, get their relic, and move back before the game finished.
What? Yeah, mental. The only games I've played Dragon Emperor 4 or 5 times, I've lost once, and it was only because they had the captain, and it can just close so quickly. When Absolutely. They can't, you can just mess around. You can try and get into these really wide positions where they can't just stack up and get the 5/5. When they just bounce and just get exactly where they want, it's such a tough nut to crack, and they just get to do exactly what they want, and that's, if they get there, it's bad news.
Yeah, bad news bears.
Sam J's been taking Easterlings for donkey's years, so I'm sure he's well and truly, thought out what he's going to take. And let's not skip over the fact that he has 4 cavalry at 5/5.
Very good.
So
I just wish they had axes.
Yeah, look, but with the knockdown, I can't feel it's very much.
Whoa!
Oh, it's me.
Speaking
Whoa.
of,
Whoa, who's that? Jay Handsome.
Yeah, boy. So, Jesus.
Give us a
I've
quick
got the
rundown,
Dragon
baby.
Emperor with a fully maxed out Black Dragon Pike Warband, Raw Gear with 3 shield, 3 bow. That is purely 3 bows because I wanted 2 bows for an extra shield. I just couldn't be asked to paint them. An Eastling Captain with just a basic shield, 4 Acolytes, Eastling Dragon Knight with a horse, the single Black Dragon Cataphract, the drum Cataphract, just to get my triple Gleaming Horde, with 2 Pike Black Dragons and 2 Shield Black Dragons. Just trying to max out 3 points as much as I possibly can. 38 models, 3 bows, 9 might. This list I've been playing for a little while now, and I've been painting for 7.5 weeks. I originally, I literally have given this. I got the army, magnetized the army, painted it, and then my brother has played it for a little while. And I thought, just before the edition finishes, I want to run them, get them out. And then I thought, why not take the army that I got a good friend of mine to paint and take his work to my nth level. 7 weeks later, I'm looking at them directly in front of me. It's been a ride. It's been a real ride, and I'm not going to lie, irrespective of what happens at this GT, I have really enjoyed the level of painting that I have been able to achieve.
they are insane.
They look incredible. If you want to see Jay's Eastlings, if I can remember, I'll chuck a picture up here. If not,
go to the Instagram in the bio.
I was going to say, yep, get into our Instagram. Go and check out the Instagram where there's semi-regular updates on what us 3 out of 4 boys are painting.
I should probably post what I'm doing right now.
That'd be good. Do you know what? I might post what I'm painting up, even though it's not Lord of the Rings based at the moment, and we're going to blame your brother about that, Jay.
Done.
Anyway, carrying on. Big David T, huge. He's not running Azog's Legion. You love to see it.
I am so proud of you, David. This is a huge achievement for you. Thank fucking God. Seriously. But it's Battle of Fornos. I really like this. David and I spoke a little bit about the list, and it's Glorf, Ayanor, Captain, Horse Lands. We've got a couple of, tin cans. I'd say a couple. We've got 20 of them, and then 9 elves to back them up. One of my main issues with this army, to keep it, I suppose, brief, is the fact that not all of those elves have spears.
Hold on. I think you just sort of said 20 tin cans. There's 12 knights of Ministry.
Yeah, they're tin cans, bro. Who cares?
Dude, what?
What do you mean? There's 12 fucking Ministry cavalry model. What the? They're not just tin cans. They're tin cans with lances. These guys can do damage.
Tin cans of lances. Love that. Spiky tin cans.
Exactly.
Tin lances.
Spicy. Ding.
Oh,
No, it's cute. It's cute. And I think, honestly, this is about as close to how I would run the Battle of Fornos army.
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
tell you the truth, I personally would run it all mounted and just go hard.
Yeah.
The sad thing is no roof knights.
Yeah, no.
True.
And
But
even
when-
if you
what
could,
got,
no
right?
bow limit. Yeah, this is the best you can do.
I 100%. I do want to run the Battle of Fornos one day, and the way I'm running it is Ayanor, Captain of Minas Tirith. Everything's on horse, just Knights of Minas Tirith on horse, and then Glorfindel because he is an obligatory take. But I'll just put him at the back of the board, and I don't give a shit about him.
Nah. No whiff anyway.
Just
Yeah,
a plus
put-
1 fight.
Put baby in the corner. He's trash. Carrying on. Big man Reese.
Oh, stinky.
Oh, little stanky boy. Talk about Riv Knights, baby. We have Elrond, Master of Rivendell, on horse with heavy armor. We've got 5 Rivendell Knights, all with shield, one of them with a banner. We have a High Elf Captain, horse, shield, lance with 5 Riv Knights with their shields. And then the big, the bold, the scary Aragon Strider running around with Angel, Flame of the West. He's on his horse, he's got an armor. He's got an armor, he's got his armor, and a bow. Spicy
Oh.
quesadilla.
This reminds me of looking at Ador List's 3-4 years ago.
Mm.
Bit of a throwback, yeah.
Right.
I actually, one of the hardest things to do with Roof Knights is actually spend all your points. What an achievement to actually hit 750 on the dot.
It's done well.
Reese is a calculator. 100%.
Yeah. Honestly, I actually rate the captain.
Yep.
I
100%.
actually think Andoril is a trap.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
He can
taking
do a lot, but
what 2 extra Riv Knights essentially.
yeah,
I'd get rid of the bow, I'd get rid of Angel, and I'd take 2 extra Riv Knights.
That's hard. Really, get rid of the bow. I'd get rid of Andrew.
It's only because you need to get rid of, as in you need to get rid of like 45 points to actually get the 2. Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. I guess. Yeah.
Because you're wanting to keep that armor, that brings him up to D6.
6, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The bow, I like having the bow on Aragon. Any model that's got free might to throw at a shot is phenomenal, but
if I can get shoots and accuracies as well, like he doesn't need to be the one taking the shot.
Yeah, exactly. But if I can get 2 more Riv Knights and remove Aragon's bow, there's 2 extra bows that I'm getting, and 2 extra models.
Yeah, bottles. No, keep it.
Get on the sauce, boys. All right, Big Maddie W with his assault on Helm's Deep.
I thought he was kidding.
Oh, well.
Alex, you like shooting? You want to take us through this one, please, buddy?
This is
best mate.
So Tyler, what do you prefer between Assault on Helm's Deep like this and the Betrayer? Anyway, so we have
no, keep on that trend. Would you rather play the Betrayer list or an Assault on Helm's Deep list?
That's
There's
big.
no way you'd rather go.
I would rather go into Betrayer.
Absolutely, there's no
this visceral array.
At least you can interact. You can interact with low defense armies, and the Betrayer just doesn't last forever. This lasts forever. So is there only one ballista?
Yeah, thank God.
But there's 50. Oh fuck me! So we have 3 Uriko captains, 2 with shield, and 1 with crossbow. I would nearly take crossbow on 2 of them. But we have just the 1 banner, but lots of crossbows, some with pike as well, which I'm pretty sure gives them a -1 to fight.
Yeah.
But there's still 9, 12 crossbows a turn, plus the captain, plus the ballista. There's no bomb though. But there are 50 Urukai. But there could have been a bomb.
There could have been a bomb.
And maybe there should have been a bomb. No. Also crazy to convert so many crossbows with pike and to have 1 point remaining.
Give one of them a flail.
Brother weapon. Yeah, there we go. Flail, baby. Like a shield on the bannerman. Like
something.
I don't know. Half don't mind this. This still feels nice in the sense of it feels like it wants to be a more mobile Assault on Helm's Deep. I don't hate that. I don't look at this. Initially, my first reaction was just gonna. This isn't that impressive, stereotypical Assault on Helm's Deep. So I respect that.
Yeah. But a short circuit. So it's Tyler.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Jay, I think I want to take this one, but I just
Jay's busy.
No, I got it. The Witch King of Angmar with 15 will, 3 fate, 3 might, and an armored horse. We have a shitload of orcs here with a single Deadmar Spectre and Wild Rider with throwing spear. The Tainted on horse, armored horse. The one thing I'm just going to interrupt this little list thing is I really rate the fact that both of them have armored horses because of how valuable their hitting power becomes in this list.
Mm-hmm.
As in, you want them to be moving around, so that horse protection feels paramount to me. With a heap of like orcs here and a banner, we've then got a barrow white with another heap of orcs, another Deadmar Spectre taking it up to 2. Dirty old shade that I now froth. Heap of orcs again. Wild Rider with throwing spear. So we've only got 2 spectres. Interesting. One comment from me, and then I'll be quiet, is I think we have too much will on the Witch King here, specifically when we have all those added bonuses and not losing will in the fight for the host of the Witch King. But over to you guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be as another AMR player. I'm gonna be controversial. Drop the armored horses, get the Morgul Blade, get another. Maybe even drop some will for the Spectre as well. You got enough dudes in the way. You don't like if he was kitted out for combat. I kind of get the Witch King being on the armored horse. Tainted does not care as much whatsoever. Shade is interesting. I still don't know if I rate him for 75 points. I'm looking at things like the Shadow of Rudar seems so underrated, and no one seems to be picking him. Also, might be the last big like tournament of the edition. Where's my boy Nasdaq?
Oh, where is the boy?
Where is he? Get this man in a list, please.
No, the man doesn't have March.
But have
It
you
has
considered
defense.
sucking my dick?
Have you-
Nasdaq's sick. He's so sexy.
Have you considered he could actually have Angel running around? So he's actually Mega Chad boy.
Think about all the cool heroes we've talked about and just
But-
yanking this shit.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, let me calculate the probability. Oh, fuck all.
What do you mean? You're in the one list that can actually take down any hero you want.
Have you heard of Paralyze?
Paralyze, doubles for transfix, channel.
Oh,
You've
look,
done a
I
good
think,
thing, Jacob. Don't listen to him. He's full of shit.
I think you drop like
lost.
5 orcs here. I think you drop 5 orcs and then get a Spectre, get
Yeah.
the Morgul Blade, and then get
That's
some other
also a
stuff.
way. 53 is a lot of dudes. You can probably play around with
Big.
it.
Yeah.
Just drop the shade, get another Barrowite. Noah Kennedy,
Oh, my boy.
big man. I'm
Oh,
excited to see old
he's-
mate Noah. 42 model Mordor list. We got the Witch King, Crown of Morgul. Sorry, 42. Witch King, Crown of Morgul, Morgul Blade, Armored Horse, 3 Might, 3 Will, and 3 Fate, 15 Will. 6 Black Numbs, couple of Trackers, couple of Stalkers, Moran and Orcs, and a couple of Warg Riders. You've got the Shag Lord himself. He's got his shield and he's got his heavy armor. He's got, oh my god, there's a weapon swap up in there. You'll love that, Alex. I wonder what that is. 3 Blackguard of Barad-dûr, 2 Blackguard of Barad-dûr with weapon swaps. I believe they are axes. Then you got 5
Axes?
Moran and Orcs, 2 Trackers, Captain of the Blackguard, another 5 Blackguard, 2 with weapon swap, Moran and Orcs, and 2 more Trackers. 42 models, 6 bows, 750 points, 8 might. It's not bad.
Tara and I just nodding our head
Oh.
continuously as more Blackguard and the Captain
Dude.
showed up. Oh,
Love
I
it.
l-
Yo.
They're just such nice models,
so
dude.
They're
good,
beautiful.
Yeah.
The tall
I
tower
wish they
shields.
weren't as expensive because they're just
Yep.
so expensive,
12
both
points.
in game and in real life. But yeah, it has some terror. It has a lot of the potential strength 5 and strength 6. Has a couple trackers here and there. The Captain, like, he's still cool. Would I have liked a couple other things maybe, or maybe make the Witch King slightly cheaper again? The option to go down to a normal horse, maybe drop a will, but he's still a tank. Shagrat, obviously amazing.
What's the because there's a ring wraith on the field in the Witch King.
So he
Captain
jumps
goes up
up
to
to courage
Courage 6.
Courage
Courage 6. Courage 6. He's
Mm.
Courage 4 base up to 6. Yeah,
Pretty
I played,
good.
played with with the Captain of Blackguard. And I mean, still strength 5, 5, defense 7. Like, he will
They're not
crunch.
trash.
He can
Yeah.
crunch. And 10 of these 10 Blackguard. I played with 8 at Sill, and they were just monsters. They went up to anything and were just like, why, hello there.
Well,
And
Done.
you can't forget the 4 of them with weapon swaps. Again, I'd need to check the messages for what the weapon swap is. I
Just
believe they
shield.
are axes. I don't think
Yeah.
there's any other way you would want to run
So
them.
does that take him to strength 6?
Yeah, strength 6.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty nutty.
Yeah.
Hardest bit is just going to be winning the fights, really.
Correct.
Mhm.
The fact that they still fight 4 is a little bit, as I
Yeah.
said, 12 points for them. I'm like, that's pretty
You'd,
hefty.
you'd nearly, even if they stayed fight 4 but became defense 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
I take it.
But yeah,
Alright.
cool.
Carrying on, we have Aaron, who's bringing up
Oh,
Khazad Doom and
My
Halls of
God.
Thranduil.
Tyler, did you write this?
Loves a dwarf, Tyler.
Oh my god.
Actually, this
dude.
is yellow, isn't it?
It is yellow, absolutely. So we have a Dwarf King, 8 Iron Guard, 2 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 1 Khazad Guard, 3 Dwarf Rangers with Dwarf Longbow. We have the King Champ group. We have the three Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 2 more Khazad Guard, 3 more Iron Guard. We have Legolas just on foot, 7 Mirkwood Elves with Glaive and Shield. And then we have 4 more with Glaive and Bow. Wow, that's a lot of points invested. And 2 Mirkwood Cavalry with Shield. Wow.
The glaive. Now that gives you the ability to
To
shield.
shield, yeah. I feel like
Do you
especially
get
Sorry, go for it.
+1 defense with shield and glaive?
Yeah.
Oh, you still do.
Because it's a hand and a half.
Right. Does it count as a spear as well?
Yes, it's a
Yes,
spear that
okay.
lets you shield, and then you have the shield as well.
Okay.
I it's fine to take them. It's just that they cost 2 points each, plus the shield is 3.
Yeah.
And you're in a list with obviously a decent front line of. Actually, no, it's not. Not really. There's a couple of Khazad Guard, but there's a lot more Iron Guard. There's 11 of them,
Mm.
which obviously crazy. But Defense 6 gives you a point of squishiness to push through.
Yeah.
Maybe give
Right.
Legolas maybe
It's
have a
still-
horse or the cloak. Can go. You can have him on foot with the cloak. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would literally ditch your shield, give Legolas a cloak, and that's the only thing I would change here. Still 40 models.
So yeah, it is still a lot of them.
Still
But
40
it's-
models. 8 foes with Legolas on
Mhm.
top. And so we're talking 11, and then we're also talking how many throwing weapons? 11 as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's the fight 5 Iron Guard. That's fight 5 with the spear support from the
Yes.
elves. That's crazy.
And the Dwarf King will
Sprinkle-
hold his own.
Yeah,
and
as
the-
well.
We're talking
And the
5, 6
Elven
men.
Blade as well is also involved with all those Iron Guard
Of
fights
course.
as well. So it means that like the captains, anything captain levels, like, oh, do I strike or do I not? And
Yeah,
if it's
ru-
just a generic captain, you're like, ooh. So
Honestly,
Uh-oh.
this is very much an unknown. I'm sure Aaron's tested this to the max and probably knows how it works probably slightly better than us. So I'm actually very keen.
Phenomenal. Absolutely
works.
phenomenal player Erin is. So she'll do very well with this. Alright, another Khazad list. The big man, Liam V. He's got his Dwarf King, 12 Iron Guard, 3 Dwarf Rangers with longbow throwing axes, King's Champ, 4 Dwarf Warriors with shield, another 4 Dwarf Warriors but with bow, 2 more Iron Guard, Dwarf Captain, 4 Rangers with longbow throwing axes, 5 Dwarf Warriors with shield, 2 Dwarf Warriors with dwarf bows, and a shield bearer.
Remind me, what does the shield bearer do?
He
Free heroic
gets free heroic
combats.
combats when he's near the Dwarf King, but he has to then join his combat if possible.
Yeah, he has to move
He
as
also
close to that
gives-
combat. Yeah.
A 12-inch reroll courage as well for everyone within 12.
That's cute. I respect that.
It's
Look, at the end of the
honestly,
day, this is
I
a
rate
nice
the shield bearer. I
Yeah.
fucking hate the captain though.
Yeah.
Every time you have a list with a captain and they have a king, kings are just infinitely better.
Mm.
It's,
I feel
it's
like
just- ugh.
you're definitely worth dropping. Like, you've got 42 models. You can sacrifice a couple of those models
you have
to
you
make
have
that Dwarf King. That Dwarf
14
Captain,
Iron Guard. Just drop one of the Iron Guard. It gives you the 15 points.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So you can drop down to 41 models. You've got 2 Dwarf Kings now and a King's Champion. You are laughing.
Yeah, 100%. But
Do Dwarf Kings have March?
Yeah, they do.
yeah,
March
that's like
everything you
March
want.
and Resolve.
Resolve.
Damn. So yeah, it feels like Dwarf Captains are just
It's
not
also like
necessary.
extra fight value. I'm pretty sure they get to because they
Defense
get to
8.
defense 8, so instead of
defense
defense
8.
7 on the captain,
Yep.
the extra will point, the extra courage, it's just so good.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
Agree.
All right.
Why are you leaving mine so late?
Oh my bloody god.
He's
Aaron.
just slow rolling, but also what the fuck?
This is nasty. I'll
You-
take this one. I'll take the hit for you boys. This is fucked.
Who
Jennifer,
Oh,
this is
who
Aaron,
recommended
so I
this
love
shit?
Aaron because Aaron helped edit our beautiful battle report recently, so I'll be nice.
Help is an understatement. Brother
He did
just
it. He did
edited
it.
the entire
He
video.
did it all.
So big shout out to him, and that's a
can he
big reason
unedit
why
it?
I gave him a bit of a leeway with this list. Originally, he had 4 bolt throwers until I was like, my brother. That's
Stop.
that's not happening.
Stop it.
Because he didn't have
No.
enough fortitude heroes or whatever.
Brussels sprout.
Jesus
Dennis with 10,000
Christ.
core and Boz with shield. This gets Sean horny. There's no pony.
Oh.
8,000 court guard. So we're just talking 18 defense 7, fight 5 boys, 2 knights, 3 Avenger bolt throwers with swift reload. Hero last captain of the guard with 1 citadel guard. Oh my bloody god!
Now, one thing I did say to Aaron was, now I don't do the Batman-y stats as well as others, but from my understanding, if you move up to 3 Avenger Bolt Throwers, Swift Reload kind of becomes, or not redundant, but not as necessary to take. When you got 1 Bolt Thrower, you always take Swift Reload. When you got 2, I feel like, again, you're always wanting to take the Swift Reload. But when you got 3, do you need Swift Reload?
I'm actually of the opposite opinion. I feel like with 1, your objective isn't in that list for the bolt thrower to be doing a heap of damage. You're just hoping for it to make your opponent move to places. In this list, the bolt throwers, because Boromir is not mounted, the bolt throwers have to put out damage, and if you don't, you lose. So I think you need to put them down. They need to hit. They need to get enough hits every time. I think, the Swift Leads almost becomes a necessity in order to do what they need to do.
This is so gross.
The one thing that I
is.
really wish he did was, and now I know you guys spoke about Iralas before, but I really wish that was Ingold. And the main reason for that is you go Bolt Thrower, a couple of Court Guard on either side of the Bolt Thrower, then you put the Bolt Throwers over there, and you go around, and then Ingold kind of sits in the middle and goes, cool, there's a 6-inch bubble where nothing backs away. You can't get through my Bolt Thrower line. And then as your line slowly curves back around, those Bolt Throwers just go, oh, you got some spear supports, do you? Pew pew. It is a very, very static army.
Does Boz have March?
Boz is not this
No.
Boz. So
Then
that's why the
the other
era
one.
last.
Yeah.
It's a pick your poison, right? So that situation, Ingold's great. Era last to be able to actually move the bolt throwers quickly into positions is not a bad thing either.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that. I think Iralas
absolutely
is
not.
pick there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that is why Sean is known as Siege Boy, because he likes to sit there with Ingold and just go pew 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 whilst
That's
not moving
chopper.
back or forward.
And guess what? I've won with it, so eat shit. Elias,
Oh god, he's pulling it out again.
this is another. He doesn't know what's happening because of the new edition, because of Legacy, and he wants to give this one last hurrah. And
Love
I'm so glad that he is. So the Watcher, Tyler's favorite little boy, is out here again.
Go on, Sean. Read it out for me.
All right, we have Dalamir, the Fleet Master of Umbar. You got 9 black nums, 6 Corsairs
8.
of Umbar with, yes, 8. It's been a day. 6 Corsairs of Umbar with spear, 2 Corsairs of Umbar with spear and shield, and a black num with banner. Corsair Captain Crossbow with 9 cheeky Arbalistas, Durbers, 4 Mori Goblin Prowlers, a Bat Swarm, 2 Goblin Warriors with spear, and the big almighty Watcher in the Water, the Peeping Tom himself, at 750 points, 37 models, 10 bows, and a boatload of terror.
The Peeping Tom himself. Tyler, thoughts? Watching?
Dude, why'd you do this to me? No, get this. You know what? I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. I like the idea. However, the Watcher just gives me PTSD. So I'll leave it to you, Alex.
This is Elias is fantastic, man. Cracker Milk himself. I love him so much. Can recognize any bird you want. The theme is
He's got that
fantastic.
birdtism.
I didn't say that. Jono did.
What was it? What was Jono's line? We were walking down, and Elias just goes, "Oh, that's a such and such bird."
It was
And
because
Jono
we
just-
never heard that bird before.
Yeah.
It was just a bird we don't have down here.
And Jono just turns around quickly and goes, "Oh, so that's the tism you've got." Burgism.
It was fantastic. But yeah, look, the theme is great. I love how I actually haven't seen it, I don't think, but the Watcher made up as the Kraken. It's
Yeah, it's
still
sexy.
yucky. This thing is gross. You have so much plus on the wound from backstabbers.
Yeah.
Ugh. 37
It's
models
cute.
are pretty good. And enough black numbs to really hold the line.
Yeah, big yuckies. All right, Sam Harbison.
Oh,
Now,
fuck yes. Sharpie's
yeah.
coming up.
Sam
Oh my
Harbison,
God.
it
Fuck
took
yes.
me
ACT boy.
so long to convince him to come up. Now, Sam Harbison is the defending champion of the Queensland GT. So he won it last year with... Oh, he wasn't running AOL. Jay, what was he running? Because he whooped your ass.
Which King Gulliver?
Which King Gulliver? So he's running Angmar. He's moved across to the dark denizens of Mirkwood with Mordor allied in. So this is quite exciting. I'm so happy he's coming up. Sam Harbison's an absolute lad. Jay, Spider Queen's in there, so take it away.
Yeah, quick shout out to his little report writing thing that he posted as well. There'll be a little link in the description below. Go have a read. Sam's very, very good at English and shitload better than I'll ever be. He's got the Spider Queen backed up with the Bat Swarm, with King of Angmar, with Crown of Morgul, 10 Will, as he's a big proponent of 3 Might and 2 Fate, 3 Trackers, 5 Black Numbs, Moradin, Shield, Spear, Banner, another 4 Moradins with Shield and Spear, Mouth of Sauron with the Horse, 2 Trackers, 5 Black Numbs, 4 Spear Shield Morons, 1 Spear Moron, Zagdush the Jed, 2 Trackers, 4 Black Numbs, and then we've just got a smattering of Orcs with a Warg Rider in the mix there. 42 models, 7 bows. It's cute. I really like it. Double caster, Spider Queen. This feels very similar to the list that I ran at 650. He's opted for Zagdush. I took Bag. It's cool. It's a really cool list.
Every single list that Sam writes is so well written, and every single model has a purpose and a reason why it's in the list. His is an analytical brain when it comes to list writing and just playing the game in general is top, absolutely top tier.
It's just so solid, and I love having read his articles, seeing him just put those into practice. So having the double caster to really drain the resources, having enough black nubs to hold the line and do everything. The only thing I can possibly think of to like get into is I nearly want the second Bat Swarm just for the safety, because a lot of magic going around at the moment. It's just so easy to fuck with it.
Yeah. Same token too. It's also with this and the Queensland boards. They're nothing like the GBHL. You can work around a bit of magic, get your 1 clutch turn. 1 clutch turn is all you need with the Spider Queen, really. But she's so much more than just that one big hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I like the idea of the Spider Queen can have one, the Witch King has the other, and then you kind of run around doing whatever you want. But but also definitely agree. There's ways to play around it.
35 points probably drops him to 30 or sub 40.
That's the only issue. Yeah, it's kind of I'm just trying to fit everything in, which is impossible.
Yeah, amen.
All right. Now I'm going to read this one out, just because it's basically a carbon copy of my Battle Hardened list from last year. So we got Galadriel, 4 Galadriel Warriors with bow, 8 Guard of the Galadriel Court, Haldir with elf bow heavy armor, 4 Galadriel Warriors with bow, 6 Court Guard, and another Galadriel Warrior with spear and banner. Then you got Rumil with 4 Galadriel Warriors with elf bow, 6 Guard of the Galadriel Court, and 1 more Galadriel Warrior with banner and spear. That is a bucket load of Court Guard. There's Fight 6 out the wazoo. Now, this is a list that I've spoken about previously on other videos of being batshit boring to play.
It is genuinely the epitome of elf bullshit.
I love Isla dearly, and Isla actually ran this list at 11 first, which is a 600 point tournament. Didn't take out the event, but won the best general equivalent it's a nasty list. It is a nasty list. If you can push past that boredom of playing this list, it is phenomenal.
Tyler, would you ever play something like this if you were playing else?
Gotcha, you
No.
would.
No, I wouldn't. I would never take that many core guard, but because I like elven made weapons. I find that's integral. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's a different kettle of fish. I don't mind. I would take the three brothers in this case.
Yeah,
because you never see all three. But
now this is my question for you three lads. If you could only take two of the brothers, what brothers are you taking?
Rumel Orphan.
these two. No, Haldi or Rumel.
Bullshit. How does it park crap?
If I want to say Orphan Rumel, the fact that Orphan doesn't get his raw to proc with trapping is so fucking bogus. It's the only thing I'll agree with elf players on. Holy. Haldi is great, and Rumel is the auto take. We all know Rumel's the auto take.
Rumel is the auto take. I jump between Haldir and Orphan on the regular, and that's because I'm someone who likes to have at least one striker in my lists. But I love what Orphan does more than Haldir. But just God, I wish I had some strike with Orphan.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
right, moving on.
Oh, yeah. The fact that it was missing 8 points. Were the Warband's full?
8,
no,
10, 11.
Galadriel was already down. Yeah.
Just get a minus Galadriel core guard, get a knight and be done.
Yeah. Or eight flails.
Yeah.
Or just lose like one elf bow and just get like one more dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even mess around. What has your brother done?
What is your brother?
Okay.
Now your brother Jay wrote this list whilst he was piss drunk at some bar in Fortitude Valley.
Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second, man. Matthew, I was at work, he came over, he was on holidays, and then he took all the Rohan that was in the cupboard, and then he's come out with this out of the woodwork, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, look, he's gonna have fun. Satan, Durham, Gambling, Daywine, Captain, with the Royal Guard, out the wazoo. 3, 6, 14 in total, throwing spears for days. Dude, like I said, this is how I would run.
Yeah, the double captain.
I do agree with what Alex is saying in terms of, I wouldn't say Phaedra. Amir is a real sticking point, and he can be that point of difference.
But also,
where does
also, bro, when this hits and claps, it hits and claps.
Where does Elfhelm sit in one of these lists? Or does he not have a place?
He has a couple issues. The main one is the fact he's 5'4". It's he's 5'4". He doesn't get up to 5'5" like the captains do. His rule is so cool. I love it. I love it so much. But there's just the models are also amazing. There's just so many other models that do
what he does.
He does better.
Yeah. No. Fair enough.
Obviously, like Phaedra's guard, if you like, that's totally different. Like he's an auto take there, absolutely. Before Grimbold, some might say. But yeah, I think he's definitely somehow he's actually like 6th or 7th choice in Rise of the Theoden, because he's competing with a captain sometimes.
And he doesn't have March either. If he had March, he would be before all the captains.
He's just accuracy, yeah.
Honestly, and defense as well.
Matt,
so at most you may be seeing him at 1,000 points, or are you just going more captains after this?
I've run the themey versions at 800. I've done all 6 named heroes. He's still good. He's still definitely good. It's just that sometimes you get caught out. You're against even just mass fight 4, and like even gambling, like you don't want to put him in because he's fight 4. Just fluffing the regular dudes when you call death is just
rough.
And he's only defense 6 as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's susceptible.
He's susceptible to getting chomped if he loses that fight, and you're like, ooh.
Now, I've slept in the same bed as Matt as well. I was just about to say the spam royal guard. Love it.
Big fans.
You don't need, like, look, if you want to play a certain way and have spam right as a Rohan, but yucky,
Yeah.
Tyler and I have had to experience that before.
Nah, don't do that.
Yeah, love the spam roll card. They're just so much cooler. They look
this
way
is-
better. They do exactly what you think, which is actually hit hard and win fights.
This is 21 models that will
Hit like a
just just gonna slam. And those throwing weapons, spicy.
Here's the other hypothetical though.
Oh,
What about second banner?
what if you just dismount all your guys turn one?
I half rate the second banner, but the problem is, Alex, is like, what do you take out to get that?
I knew.
You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know.
it is nice, but you think about what, in my mind, Rise of Thaden is lean into the spam. The spam is roll a 6 or die,
Yeah.
and just ride that way.
I respect that.
Sure.
Straight into RNG, baby.
Yep. Cool.
All right, our boy all the way from Tasmania, Sir Tom, Wanderers in the Wild,
God.
Halls of Thranduil, Grim Bjorn, 6 Bjornings. Thranduil, King of the Woodland Realm. He's got his elk armor, additional elven made swords, Circlet of Kings, which, oh my god, one of my favorite pieces of war gear in the game. He's got 6 Palace Guard with spear and shield, one of them with a banner, Mirkwood Cavalry with shield, Wood Elf Sentinel, 4 Mirkwood Elves with shield, 2 Mirkwood Elves with glaive and elfbow, and then 2 Mirkwood Rangers.
Bro, they ran out of points.
I
Why?
love
Why do you?
this.
Yeah. Holy dooly.
This is nice.
There's one thing here that I think I would change personally. I would spam those Palace Guard
Yes.
I thought you were saying the
Mate.
Bjornings.
and go for more Bjornings. Exactly. I would just try and maximize that front as big as I possibly can, and lean into a 5/6 to attack Bjorning. That's the shtick in my mind.
It's so hard though, because like you have to pick. Because I'm pretty sure he's got like 16 models in that Thranduil warband.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure. So
5,
yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So
Yeah,
it's-
16.
So it's like, what are you doing? You're gonna drop model counts and
The
put
ra-
more
the-
Bjornings, and it's like the Rangers themselves. I like them as little mini little guys for objective grabbing.
That's fair. I respect that.
And the Bjornings being with Thranduil, you still get the +1 to wound for your elves. So it means that majority of wherever you are engaging, you're getting some sort of +1 to wound, whether it's the Bjornings or the Thranduil bubble. I like it. I like it a lot. And you use the bear as coverage. The only issue is obviously transforming. The bear is
Yeah.
like you have to make
It's
sure
a
he's
4+ now.
you have to make sure that you may have to invest might. The other thing as well is Grimbayorn doesn't get affected by Thranduil in turn, or no, Grimbayorn doesn't affect the elves in terms of heroic moves. So
It's a good one to remember. I feel like that's really easy to forget. Same with like Guahia. I feel
Yes.
like I always forget
Yeah,
that.
people
Yeah, he's
forget it.
moves and stand. Even stand pass doesn't affect anyone else other than Eagles and Wizards.
Easels and wizards. And that's it.
Yeah.
Really cool, unique list. I haven't seen anything like this. This is really good to see.
I
Yeah.
just want to say, not to take away from Tom's unique list here, because it truly is, and I do love it. But there is a list coming up which I'm so excited for you guys to see. Not sure where it is, but this is Alex's list, which is not as unique as the one that I'm thinking of. So
I
Alex,
thought you were about to big me up.
Alex, you're the best player in Australia, baby. And
What the fuck
you
am I
know,
doing with this?
what are you
Right?
doing with this?
Who hurt
Ah.
you?
And
Can I just say, sorry, just real quickly,
please,
when I told a couple of people at a previous tournament that I was at that you were bringing a Mumak, probably I want to say about 3 of them went, so he's not going to come first then.
I've based look no.
That's
The thing
crazy.
is, okay, there's a couple of things that I think I'm going to podium with this. No, unfortunately, look, unless I get some really nice random scenarios, the Moomac just can't do all the scenarios. He can't. Interacting with objects is difficult, especially the way I built it with this, which is all mounted. It's tough. It's very tough. My main thing was there were 2 tournaments left that I can run the Moomac War Leader at, and I was going to run it no matter what at one of them, because I've never run a Moomac, and it's just one of the most iconic models, and I needed to put it on the table.
Yes, respect.
I've done so far. He does pretty damn good. He does pretty damn good. Obviously, the higher you go, the more answers there are. I don't want there to be like one big hero, especially if it's the leader. Don't care. Multiple big heroes that can all strike and get higher 5 value. Really annoying. Things that hit hard, like +1 to wound, actually very scary. It comes down to a lot of like finicky play, calling like marches for the trample and peeling off with the dudes, down below, getting some good impales. So far, honestly, camels have been absolutely donkey.
Yeah.
They've just not. They've not done the job every time.
Yeah.
I really hope they do. Tyler, I know. I really hope they do. I know you've been traumatized. I really hope they do. Yeah, right. I played Jonno's Goblins Town. They just didn't even do it. It was all the Moomac.
Do you want to grudge match Kirkby's Hobbits round 1?
Yes.
And then you can grudge match the Goblins round 2.
No, the Goblins might actually beat me.
But Chelsea's one's definitely will.
Match someone and commit to it.
But yeah, honestly, I think it's a bit of a sleeper list. I'm hoping to. Maybe am I the roadblock? Am I the gatekeeper?
Are you the gatekeeper? Possibly.
Well, to a degree, yeah. I think. Yeah, there's lots of tricks and things that look.
I
just
think there's
War Beasts just a bit dumb.
Top lists that will struggle against your Mumuk. So I'm thinking, Eastlings could potentially struggle because they're wanting to sit in their pike block.
Yeah, I do not think Eastlings like this because they I don't care about 5/5 if I don't have to charge you.
Yeah.
And yeah, look, obviously, like if the Dragon Emperor fights me multiple turns with his sword glowing with from Broad Gear, he can definitely do some damage for sure. But eventually you don't win the move off. I get to strike every turn as well while this is happening for free because of the Legion. I think it has some tricks. You can do some
you're out there
stuff. Yeah.
Out there blocking might, so that's well spicy.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
disgusting.
Don't get me started.
Creaming.
But
hey,
yeah.
it's like a Earl, but better.
Why do you keep having to do this, brother?
Because it's funny. But honestly, I'm really hoping that hopefully going to the next edition, the War Beast rules just get a massive overload because a lot of the rules are just like, we kind of think this works like this. It probably should work like this.
But who knows?
That's it.
All right, Sam coming in with Kingdom of Moria. So that is our third Khazad-dûm list, one of them being in an alliance with Thranduil's Halls. I've got Big Man Balin. He's coming in with 2 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 5 Dwarf Rangers with longbows and throwing axes, 6 Iron Guard. Gimli, Jay's favourite model and profile in the game, with 2 Dwarf Warriors with Shield, 4 Rangers with longbow, throwing axes, and 6 Iron Guard. Then the King's Champions group with 6 Dwarf Warriors with Shield and 4 Dwarf Rangers with longbow and throwing axes.
13 bows, 12 throwing weapons, 40 models again.
Quite heavy on the Dwarf Rangers. The D5 Dwarf Rangers is spicy. But
I think
my
that's
brother,
the optimal way to play it, though.
Yeah.
Look
I have
at
to agree.
all those throwing weapons. That's what, 20-ish throwing weapons, if I'm doing my counting correct? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
20, 21.
25.
Yeah,
25.
Gives you PTSD to Al Formica's.
I was about to say the only thing this is missing to be like truly disgusting on the table, cheeky little ballista.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Just to really have a holding point where they have to, like, because like you can make do with like running around. They're only strength 2 shots. As soon as that thing's on the board, you're sitting there going, "Fuck, I gotta go towards you and just get hit."
How many points is a ballista?
Like 60.
60.
So cheap.
That's what I'm saying. I do. Well, realistically,
I just drop those 6 Dwarf Warriors, drop another one on top of it, chuck in that 60-point ballista.
I dropped Gimli to Dwarf
Get
King.
rid of. Really?
That's my boy. Yeah, I'd go down to a
100%.
Dwarf King.
Dude, those Dwarf Kings
Gives you a
are one of the
march.
best things ever.
Oh, I would have gone
March
Dwarf King on
5-6.
Oh, yeah,
From the
sorry.
champ or
I-
ball?
No
A
way.
Do you know
ball,
what?
drop ball in and bring in the Dwarf
Oh.
King.
Well, then you would also then have to drop Gimli, if I'm not mistaken. You got to Gimli can only show up if
Yeah.
Barlin's there, so
Yeah.
you drop both of them for
Oh.
2 Dwarf Kings, and I think you're in a similar position. You're one less
Huh.
attack, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
All right,
I
well,
don't know.
well done, Sam.
Well done. Yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah,
I
I
I
like
hope
it.
you have better games than what the Rohan has been giving you recently.
Now, Nikki
Hell
Franklin is
yeah.
coming in with a wild Mordor Eastling alliance.
Love it.
I love
Actually,
this.
love it. Yep.
Take
That
it
is
away,
cool.
Alex.
Oh, me, Nick Franklin, my brother in Christ that beat me at the Goats tourney in the top table game.
Brother,
What
so in the noobs chat, we dropped something about you being the best player in Australia, and Alex's comment was, "Why is he?" Oh, not Alex's comment.
Nick, yeah.
Nick's comment was like, "Who is he? And why is he the best player in Australia?"
Oh, Nick can say whatever he wants.
We
heat
love
is
it. We love
on.
it.
I'm glad to see with the Witch King outside the Rise of the Necromancer, but he's joined with the Crown Horse 3, a 14-3, pretty standard, with 7 Black Nums, a good amount of Morannons in the back, with a banner, Morgul Knight, Guritz. Yeah, he's fine. He's like
What happened there?
he's dude. He's a
He's
dude.
there.
He's a dude. He exists, I guess. He's still 3 cheap might, helps you in the Maelstrom, sure. With
I hate
again a bunch of
Guritz.
Morannons. He's just, it feels like there's so many other better choices. You know what I want to say? Fuck, get Kardosh in there. I don't get get my boy in there. But then joined by Amder, the long forgotten Easterling who still cuts shapes like no one's business, with a full pike wall of 4 shields, 4 pike shields, 4 black dragon pike shield,
Not
43
bad.
models. Yeah.
I'm really excited to see how this goes over the weekend. This is one of those lists that I'll be watching quite closely.
I think Nick podiumed with a similar list to this earlier on in the year, and I want to say it was one of the events that I was running. He was running this Mordor Easterling Alliance.
It wouldn't surprise me. Nick is actually an incredible player, and like, yes, he took what was it, Rise of the Necromancer or whatnot to MGG Open, but this man doesn't just run that list. He runs lists like this. He runs what's his name, Gandalf the White and whatnot, and he does incredibly well with whatever he puts on the table. So
Yeah.
big up to Nicky F. All right, Mop.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
I love Mop.
Mop.
Mop,
I
baby.
love Mop, but not this.
Mop it up, baby, with
Both.
a Legendary Legion I fucking despise.
Because it's so boring.
It's just give us an elf Legendary Legion. Anyway, we've got Brand King of Dale with 3 Knights of Dale, 3 Warriors of Dale with Shield, 4 Warriors of Dale with Spear and Shield, 3 Warriors of Dale with Esgroth Bow, and a Warrior of Dale with Banner, Spear, Shield. Prince of Dale Bard, the second Prince of Dale, 3 Knights of Dale, 3 Warriors of Dale with Shield, 4 with Spear and Shield, 3 with Esgroth Bow. Then you've got 2 Captains of Dale with identical warbands of 3 Warriors of Dale with Shield, 3 with Spear and Shield, and 3 with Esgroth Bows. 750 points on the nose, 49 models, 12 bows, 10 points of might.
It's not that many bows. Like, he could have
No.
put bows
Yeah,
on
you could
the
have put them.
captains.
I thought that's what
And
I thought.
he can obviously have fit more in the actual army.
Warbands.
I will say this, as someone who's played Dale for way too fucking long, when I first started playing Dale, I was giving my captains shields all day, every day. But as the years went on, it's you have to give your captains of Dale bows. They are bonkers with a bow. So I think that's the only change I'd really want to make to this, is giving them bows. Actually, I lie. The other change I'd make is taking it out of the Legendary Legion, dropping Brand and Bard, and bringing Girion, and then just captains.
Yuck. But also, yeah, 49 mod. I love the non-over reliance on the Knights of Dale.
Yes.
Yeah, true.
You-
I think they're trapped.
They are. They're really nice to have a couple of them in a Dale list. The thing that people look at with them is that Wall of Blades, or whatever it's called, is actually kind of meh. The big thing with them though is that D6. D6 in Dale is stupid.
Are they
Dale
courage at all? They're bodyguard.
plus
or-
1 courage.
Yeah,
Okay.
plus 1 courage.
But in this Legion, the entire army swarm protected to
Ah.
brand.
Yeah.
So yeah.
6 feels like the right number.
Yes,
Yep.
6 is good, and it still makes your opponent, if you've got them in the front line, still makes your opponent go, "Ooh, do I charge or not?" So it's quite
And they
nice.
shouldn't care, honestly.
No.
Yeah.
All right, Jude.
I
Big
dog
man
dibs.
Jude.
Called
All right,
dibs.
all yours. Get onto him.
Cool. So we have Gilgalad on horse with shield. We have 5 high elf warriors with shield and spear that are Kingsguard. We have 1 Rivendell Knight, 2 high elves with shield, 1 with banner and spear, 1 with elf bow, and 1 high elf warrior with shield, and that's also a Kingsguard. And we have Círdan with 2 high elf warriors with shield, 2 with bow, 2 with shield and spear, and then a Sealdor on horse with the ring. 4 warriors in Numenor with shield, 6 with shield and spear, 4 with bow, for 34 models. Love it. Absolutely love it. Not spamming out on bows too much, and yeah, it doesn't need it, and gets into the thick of it as soon as possible. I love it, Jude. Beautiful, beautiful. And the Sealdor with the ring and Gilgalad's always the double whammy. It's like, which paradigm do you pick in terms of trying to slow one or the other down? It's
Yeah.
really good.
Absolutely. All right, next up, old mate Matt DG. We got another Riders of Theoden list. This one is with Aomer as opposed to the 2 captains, and he has gone for a fair amount of Riders of Rohan over Royal Guards.
Yeah, I think it's about obviously keeping up. I've had a chat with him. This is a return to the classics for him. Just maintaining a decent model count, using the models he has as well. Obviously, throwing weapons everywhere except for that one random dude with gambling. But yeah, you got the 5 big ones. Unfortunately, no elf helm, but I just don't think he can fight his way into this against anyone. Day 1 is so good. Dernhelm's amazing, and then yeah, the Aomer question is one to think about. But yeah, I'm really keen to see how he uses this.
Absolutely. All right, Damien. He's here. Coming up from Geelong.
Again?
Brother's got Aragon.
No, but it's not as bad. No bolt thrower.
No bolt thrower.
Oh wow.
He was considering a bolt thrower, but
He
no bolt
has
thrower.
done so for quite a few tournaments.
Sean, could you do me the favor and try wrap this list for me?
All right, someone lay me down a big fat beat.
Pins and needles. Boom.
Jesus.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and
Aragon.
It's like 2
Aragon
a.m.
King
Alistair.
Alistair, leader, 240 points on an armored horse. 2 knights of ministereth with a shield. He's got guards of the Fountain Court with a shield. 2 rangers of Gondor. They've got spears. 2 warriors of ministereth with shield, bow, and spear. Jesus Christ, what are you doing, son? 2 Citadel Guard. 5 warriors of ministereth with shields. What? Gandalf, big G Daddy, White, coming in on his horsey horse, Shadowfax, 2 knights of Ministereth of Shield, 5 warriors of Ministereth of Shield, 1 guard of the court, fucked me up the asshole with shields, 2 rangers of Gondor, 2 warriors of Ministereth, and Citadel guards. Brother, it's 1 a.m. for us. It's 2 a.m. for Alex and Tyler.
I think I need to specify as well. We have a tournament tomorrow.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm supposed to be at breakfast at 8. That shit's not happening. I also technically have shit to paint. That's not happening.
Well, let's carry on. Damien, mad respect for bringing King Alistair and G Daddy the White.
It makes
Good.
sense. It works. It's cute. 30 models. You have to make sure Aragorn does his work, which he will.
Yep. And make sure Gandalf doesn't turn into 240 points of blinding light.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, this is the list, boys.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got to see this before so I didn't get jump scared. Because look at Tyler's face right now.
Hey, Tyler,
Yeah.
I'm laying a beat down. Wrap it.
I'm not rapping this. This ain't word rapping. What is this?
Boromir,
Shit.
captain
shit,
of the Black
shit,
motherfucking
shit.
Tower.
Where's the horse? Where the fuck's the horse?
Horse.
Dead.
It's
Gone.
honestly, while Tyler composes himself, 3 Knights of the White Tower, crispy. Beornings, they're great. Grim Bayorn, whatever. Okay, so you haven't gone for the banner. That's fine. That's all good. You don't always need a banner. It's all
You
good.
don't need the banner where the bear provides a 6-inch banner. That's fine.
So that's all good.
Where's
So
the
we've gone,
horse?
okay, we don't need a banner. It's all good. So what's he there for? What the fuck's he
Why
there? They've heard you say like, oh, Boromir's fine on foot. He's a support hero. And so they've gone, well, easy support hero, chuck a shield on him, easy peasy.
No, this is my boy Bernie, who runs the most outrageous lists that he possibly can for just the most amount of shits and giggles possible.
I was about to say shits and gigs. Yep.
Okay.
I love Bernie. He's incredible. He just, as I said, back in the day, pre-Alliance Matrix and pre this edition, he used to run a Belrog with a Mumuk, and turn 1, he would make the Belrog climb on top of the Mumuk, and he would play what he called the party bus.
Back in the days.
Back in
You
the
could-
days where captains could strike.
You
Tyler,
could
did you
climb
know
the
that?
Mumak?
You
No.
could get in and out of the thing.
What? And you could strike with captains?
Yeah, you could strike with
Bro,
captains,
bro,
baby.
everyone could strike. Everyone had access to every heroic. Dude, why do you think Kylie used to run all the Dunedain and shit? It's because all of them could strike, and that's why they stopped the striking from the spear support, because you used to combat strike, and then chain all the It was so much worse, dude. Baragon would just run around striking up against people.
Disgusting. All right, now this is my man Ryan Trace. Ryan is returning. He's probably been out of the hobby for a very long time. You would have seen him pop up on a fair few of the Zorp videos. He's a good mate with Sir Lachlan. I love Ryan. He's one of my favorite people to play this game with, and as there's been a lot of dropouts for the GT, but the waiting list was massive, so I was able to keep that number up. Ryan was one of the people that I messaged thinking that he probably wasn't going to come because he's been out of the game for so long. But as soon as that message went, he was like, sign me up, brother. I want to get back into it. So I'm absolutely buzzed.
Sick.
Nice. Me and Ryan used to do we used to do Instagram live streams together where it was real cutesy. We used to paint models over Instagram Live. We used to be like, all right, by next week we're going to have these models completed, and we did like these cutesy little pledges to each other of what we were going to paint that week. So I love Ryan, so very excited to have him join us again. But he's got Elrond on horse, 6 Riv Knights, 6 High Elf Warrior Spear and Shield, 4 more with Elf Bow, and another one with Banner Shield. Isildur with the ring, so he's on foot. Spicy. 11 warriors of Numenor Spear and Shield, 2 warriors of Numenor with Shield, and 1 with a Shield, Banner, and a Spear.
Right. What is with Queensland and no horses these days, Sean?
That's the only one that's valid.
Mate, I'm just out here telling people what to do so that I can continue to win.
And no shield on a seal door either.
Can he take one?
Yeah, you can.
Absolutely.
It goes up to
Defense 8.
D7.
D8. D8.
Oh,
It goes
D8.
into
D8?
D8.
Yeah.
Does
he's
Elendil go up to D9 then?
No,
with
he's
the
No,
shield?
D8 as well.
D8 as well. Both of them are D8.
Oh, okay.
It's just he becomes cumbersome, whereas a seal door obviously has an option. So
The double banner is the double banner is interesting, but otherwise, just give that man a horse. I understand you're probably going to dismount him at some point, but before then,
Before
he's
then,
a
give him a horse.
Chad.
I mean, straight
That's
five with the
that's a
force on
great
charge.
point. It's almost like you can like do some attacking and then become a support hero and do your job there.
I agree.
10 points.
Not bad.
I'm
Or
staring at your
killing
soul right
you.
now, Sean.
Next.
I zoned out there, so did not.
Dude,
100% you zoned out.
Yeah.
dude I don't know what day it is. I
Uh,
can't believe we're on different
It's
time zones
Thursday. It's Thursday.
because your cows don't know what time it is. Can't believe that's a thing.
Boys,
Oh, we're done.
we're done.
We're done. I'm going
We
to wrap it up real
are-
quickly because I'm actually keen to go to bed. Guys,
Yeah,
thank
me
you so
too.
much. If you're still watching this, I applaud the life out of you. Please subscribe, share, like, comment, all the rubbish. Love you. Have a good night from me to you, to us, to the end. Bye.
Love you.